or one building. Why? Because that time only hub and switches were able to buy the in the 1980s, when the the communication and when all the routing switching all those all was introduced, the network devices was introduced. That time we had only communication by the hub or switches, and all are the devices could can communicate easily, but there was some limitation that those can communicate into like a one apartment, one building. They won't be able to communicate to some other location, okay, or some other uh, apartment or some other building or some other distance. Those can only able to communicate to till one apartment or one building. Why? Because that time only hub and switches were able to perform those traffic and networking stuffs. So okay, then they have introduced the router. When the router would come, so router would actually help us to communicate to even the long distance, like some other different places guys can also able to communicate. Okay, so router and switches was actually very much helpful for uh, transiting the traffic from one distance to other distance, and it was very much helpful for data sharing from a long distance. So it start happening. But why firewall came into the picture? Because if we think that my data was successfully transferring or transiting from one network layer or from one distance to some other city or some other long distance, all the data was successfully or smoothly passing through. But what happened? Why firewall has been introduced to the network? So that's what why it was introduced, because there was some kind of unauthorized people have what they start doing. They are start stealing the data. They are entering to the inside the network, and they are start stealing your confidential data actually. So if any organizations, like if it's a bank or defense organization or any other organizations, definitely they're all devices are very much confidential. So those confidential have to be secure, right? So for securing the data, or for securing your important confidential data, we have introduced the firewall. Why? Because those hacker with the routers and with the switches, those hacker can easily initiate the traffic and router blindly passing the traffic towards the server. Okay, there was not much. I'm not saying router won't able to restrict the traffic. It can, but it has some limitation. Okay, so firewall can easily compromise those. Hacker can easily compromise those and can easily enter inside your network and can steal your confidential data. So that's why then in the early 90s, companies like Cisco, Checkpoint, those introduced the those introduced the firewall. So what firewall actually does, like if there is some kind of any hacker, okay, if he want to he want to he try to access your any confidential data or any server, he want to come inside your network, what would happen? There is a one firewall nothing, firewall is a network device only. So it actually has some set of rules. Firewall has a set of rules. So on this set of rules, what firewall does actually, if any unauthorized users would come, so firewall will check that whether there is any rules or policy is created in the firewall or not. If there is no policies created to allow this unauthorized person or this hacker, firewall simply drop this packet. Okay, firewall simply drop this packet. So firewall is actually helping us to securing our network or securing our organizations. So firewall is a software or a hardware based network security device which actually help us to prevent the unauthorized access. So I'm explaining what is unauthorized access. This is your network, this is your firewall, okay, and this is your internet, okay, okay, and this is your LAN. What is LAN? Local area network, but LAN means local area network, but it's a LAN means it's all the user of an organization are sitting there. Okay, what is LAN, guys? It's all your user. If you're working professional, So all you are sitting in your office network, this is called LAN. So suppose this is internet, this is one place like Delhi. Okay, I'm just giving an example. And someone tried to connect, and this is company A, and this company has their one more offices in Mumbai, suppose. Okay, and in the Mumbai there are also some LAN user. Okay, some LAN user. So this is location B, this is company, this is Delhi, and this is Mumbai. So just listen to me. If suppose the Mumbai guy are belongs to the same company, right? These are the same company, like company A. Okay, whatever the company, Twitter, YouTube, whatever the name, Reliance, anyone. So if this guy want to access this PC, okay, from internet want to access this PC, can come. Okay, it is legitimate user. What is legitimate? It's a legitimate traffic. Okay, legitimate traffic. Guys, these are the technical word. Always remember, these are the legitimate traffic. What is legitimate? It means it's a authorized. This guy has a permission to access. But suppose some other guy, okay, there is some other guy from internet, no one knows, could be a hacker, some other guy. If he want to access this PC, okay, he want to access this PC, he come to the internet, come to the firewall, he want to access, suppose he want to access. So this access is called unauthorized. It means we don't know who this guy is, and why he want to access, because he's a hacker, he want to access this PC to stealing the data. So that's why this kind of accessing of server, this kind of stuff is called unauthorized access. So what firewall does actually here? What firewall does? Any hacker, any unauthorized guy who want to access our any server, firewall just check the set of rules. Firewall has a set of rules. I will explain those set of rules. Firewall will check the rules whether this guy firewall actually work on L3. Guys, I think hope you all are aware of OSI reference model. So what is OSI? OSI is Open Standard Interconnection. So it's a model actually. What is model? It's kind of a model. It means model means we can say that it's kind of a, this is the steps we are following to following a how a one PC can communicate to a other PC. So what is OSI reference model? So what this is actually a model which actually follow to communicate from two PC, like a two network, from one PC to other network, one PC to other, or one network to other network. That's it. What is OSI? To communicate from one PC to other PC. That means OSI reference model. So OSI reference model is actually has a 7 layer. First is physical layer. Okay, physical layer. Physical layer. Second is data link layer. Okay. Third is network layer. Okay. Fourth is transport layer. Fifth is session layer. Okay. Fourth is transport layer. Fifth is session layer. Okay. Sixth is presentation layer. Presentation. Okay. Presentation layer. And last one is application layer. So for see that there is a one PC and there is a one PC. If packet is if this PC say hi to this guy, say hi to this PC. This is the PC1, PC2. If this PC say hi to this guy, it has to be go from this there to there. But okay, okay. So let me explain from other side. Okay. So what happened? This is my PC1. Okay. This is PC1. This is PC2. So if this PC initiate or open a one connection from browser, Okay, browser. What is browser? We all know that Google Chrome,
Yes,
Edge,
sir.
right?
Yes.
So if it's open a PC or open a browser and just try to initiate one connection to accessing PC2, so what happened? So it is working on application layer that time. Okay. From the application layer, it will then packet move to presentation layer. What presentation layer is actually does? Let me explain the application layer. Application layer is the layer where all the application are working. So browser is a, if you're opening a browser, it's all stuffs are working application layer. So like if you open a browser, you will type HTTPS, right? Kind of stuff, or Facebook.com, HTTPS, Facebook.com. What is HTTPS? HTTPS is working on 443, right? Hypertext Transfer Protocol secured. Or like AT or AT is what HTTP or Telnet. If you want to do Telnet, these are the some port or protocol is all working on application layer. That's fine. So if this guy open a browser, say hi to this PC. So first it is working. First packet would be in application layer. Then it will come to the presentation layer. What presentation layer is doing? Presentation layer is actually giving you a just like a form of a your data, like PDF form, Excel form, any other form, or whatever the form you want. So that's a form actually made by the presentation layer where your data would be you are able to view or type. Then once you initiate a connection, it will open a session. So session is what is actually making a connection. Okay, it is if you try to make a connection, it is actually all connection detail would be you will find in the session. Then it will come a transport layer. Transport layer is a very important layer actually. What transport layer actually does, like what are the services you are using. So like if you are using a TCP, you are using a UDP, okay, even ICMP, those are a protocol is actually working on or in the transport layer. What is TCP? TCP is a transport control protocol. UDP is user datagram protocol. ICMP. So these are actually, what is TCP? These HTTPS, these AT, Telnet, those are the application of TCP protocol, right? So those in the transport layer, like suppose this PC, okay, we all know that TCP three-way handshake, right? So if
Yes,
this
sir.
PC want to initiate a connection with this guy, so this guy, if want to initiate a connection, if it's a TCP protocol, always remember this TCP protocol would be it's a services kind of stuff. It's a port number, right? So this protocol is actually giving you the acknowledgement. Always you will get a acknowledgement. If this guy say hi, he will also reply on your mail hi. Okay, but UDP is not any. It means it doesn't give you the acknowledgement. What is acknowledgement? Means reply. Okay, like if this guy say hi, he will not reply. Even this guy don't know my packet has reached or not. But in TCP you will get a full-fledged information that my packet, whatever I'm trying to transferring or sending a packet, this has been reached or not. I will get a full information. Okay, so these are the TCP features. Okay, by the TCP flags, if you guys are aware of TCP flags and those. So those are actually happening on transport layer, and then it is network layer. What is network layer? Network layer where you want to reach the address. It is working on IP addressing. Okay, so where you want to go, I want to go this PC2. Okay, so this, what is IP address of this PC2? What is it? IP address is what is a location. Like if you want to go somewhere, if you want to go somewhere, okay, this PC1 has a some address 10.0.0.1. Okay, this PC2 has some address 10.0.0.2. This address is actually its destination address. What is the address means? Like if this is you want to go to Goa, okay, you want to go to Goa, so you will sit on such kind of train or flight which is reaching to the Goa, right? So likewise the same, Goa is what your destination to go, right? Like you want to go Goa, so Goa is your destination. Likewise, if this PC want to go, this is the IP address of this PC where this guy want to reach. Okay, so now come here. So network layer is actually looking for, okay, what is my source IP? Source IP would be the IP address of PC1. What is my destination IP? Destination IP is the IP address of PC2. Okay, so it will then what it does, it will then paste the destination IP address on the packet. Okay, and then packet will move to the layer 2. Layer 2 is what? Data link layer. Data link layer, what it does is actually like look for a MAC address. Okay, what is MAC address? MAC address is the physical address of your PC, right? So it will get the details of your PC MAC address, and also it will frame your packet. This is the packet, whatever you try to send, you will frame your packet, and then it will come to the physical layer. What is physical layer? Physical layer, it means it's convert or is change your packet into electric form. It means bits and byte. Okay, electric form, like bits and byte, 1 and 0, because computer understand the bits and byte information.
Only binary language.
Yes, binary language. So those into the electric form, it reached to the just try to open a new page. So what we have learned till now, that this is application layer, transport, session. No, it's a not transport, presentation, session, transport, network, data, and physical layer. See that this is the PC1 for PC1. This is for PC2. So then this is the physical layer. Here your packet is coming and going to the PC2. So there it will reach to the physical layer. Okay, because it was in an electric form. Okay, binary. It will physical layer. Okay, because it was in an electric form. Okay, binary. It will, this physical layer will convert, will change, and then move to the frames for the MAC address. What is, it's a data link layer. It will now then move it to the frames. Okay, and then it again check for the, here it will check for the network. This is network layer. So in network layer, it will check for destination, source and destination IP address details. Okay, so you will get the IP address details here, and then in transport layer, your packet will be checked by the transport layer. It will check that which protocol you are using. You are using TCP, UDP, or some other protocol. So you will check that you are using TCP, whatever the protocol you are using. In transport layer, it is going to be checked TCP. It's also going to be segregate your packet. Most of the things are there. It will check your protocol, and then it will make a one connection with your PC2, and then present into the presentation form, and then it will move to your browser, and your say hi message will appear in this PC. So this is the actually whole process your traffic would move. So this is the OSI stuff. What firewall was doing. So if any unauthorized access, what we learn here, that if any user, if it is not authorized and try to access your network, so firewall have some set of rules. Firewall will check that that traffic and check that whether in the firewall there is a rule is created or not. What kind of rule is created? In firewall, rule is created like that, like a source IP. For the mentioned source IP, whatever the source IP of this PC, this is a source, right? How you will define a source IP? See, there is a two things. One is initiator and one is responder, like PC1, PC2. PC, if anyone want to initiate a traffic, like say hi, okay? If anyone initiate a traffic, those kind of traffic would come like initiator. That one actually come initiator, okay? What is initiator? Initiator is that who want to initiate the traffic. That is the initiator. Who is responder? Who is replying to your message. That is called responder. If I say hi, you guys will respond to me, right? Hi. So that is called I am initiator and you are responder. Okay. So due to this, what we will able to understand, whoever the initiator it is, source IP would be from the initiator only, and responder is become destination all the time. Okay. So what firewall will check here? Firewall will check that if there is a one guy who want to access this. So what is the source here? Source would be source IP is the IP address of this PC. Okay. So source IP is the IP address of this PC. Whatever, let's suppose the IP address of hacker is 11111. Okay, he want to access this PC. This PC IP is 10.0.0.1. Okay, so what is your destination IP? Your destination IP is 10.0.0.1. Okay, on what port or on what protocol he want to access this? Let's suppose he want to access 443. What is 443, guys? It is the TCP protocol HTTPS. Okay, so he want to access port number 443. 443. Sorry. So firewall will check that whether in their policies for the source IP 111, destination 10.0.0.0.1 and port number 443, is there is any kind of policy created in the firewall? If there is, definitely it's a hacker, it's not a legitimate user, it's unauthorized. Firewall will see that no, there is a no policy created. So firewall will, what it will do, it will block the traffic. So if it is, so this traffic has been blocked here, it is not able to get the access of the my server. Okay, so that's how firewall actually preventing to unauthorized access of your network. So what is the definition of firewall here? That we're going to learn now. Firewall is a software or hardware based network security device which helps organization to protect from unauthorized access.